Hello. My mic probably sounds pretty crappy, but I think it's the best I can do right now. Oh, it does? Okay. Let me... post this to my Tumblr and invite anybody else who's bored. Hehe. Do you hear the Funkadelic too? Okay. Fuck yeah! Well, I mean, Funkadelic kind of came off the same vibes. Alright. Oh my shit. I'm not having commercials of Spotify in my stream. No. No. They're not paying me that. Not paying me for that. Homie, don't play that. Homie, don't frickin' play that. Okay. No, let's show you my currently in progress machine. In the meantime, we can listen to old Incubus, which sounds nothing like later Incubus. So, oh no, I didn't save the What's It Mark II, did I? Where is it? Autosave ship. No, it's the what question mark exclamation point. Okay. So there's this thing. I don't think it actually flies yet, but I'll show you how it started. might have just been... No, wait, the what's it's completely different. Oh, I know what it is. Kerbs doesn't recognize the, Kerbal Space Program doesn't recognize the, exclamation points and question mark, so it overwrote my old one. So we'll load it back up anyways and see if it's... No, yeah, this is the what the. It originally didn't have all these wings. Yeah, so I'm gonna load this one so I don't lose it. Gonna resave under a name. What the heck? Yeah, this will be the what the heck. Okay. So if I load the what the, then we'll start off. Okay. I threw in a bunch of extra wings in the last edition, but we did get it to move. Not really fly, but we did get it to move. More wings, more lift. We needs it. Okay. So it has directional issues. Barcel Kerman is our test pilot today. He has a very nice view of the stars and nothing else. So without further ado, see, we go straight for a little bit, but then we start veering off course and usually hit this bump right here, but we might actually make it to the sea at this speed. We'll see if we hit any rough terrain. Full throttle. No significant lift with this design, so it's like a strange jet truck.
That's your pop.
Barcel is a little worried, but the ocean is coming up pretty soon, and probably has some good right to be worried. Oh, there goes our air intakes. Our forward ones. There goes our wings. So, it moved. Yeah, it moved. So let's revert back to the space plane hangar. Rest in peace, Barcel. Well, we reverted. We have one of our major technologies in Kerbal Space Program happens to be the ability to travel back in time before certain things occur. So you can save. You can correct your mistakes and save the lives of many a Kerbal. So let's try this one. It is the what the heck, newly named. As you can see, the wingspan has increased dramatically. The lack of control, however, pretty much stays the same. It's a nice night here. Actually, let's hit the brakes. Let's try to do this in the daytime. Alright, there we go. Oops. Well, that was a mistake. Let's see if it pops back up with the gears. Yeah, they pop back up. That's good. We can take off the brakes, though. We'll increase the throttle. Barcel is ready again. This time he has a nice view of the sun and the daytime. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's light the engines and go ahead. Now see, none of my tail fins are taking any input to change the direction, but the flaps, the flaps work, sort of. We lost some wing structure. Let's try to even it out. That ad hoc flying didn't quite work out there. Trying to even out our damages, but didn't really work. So, let's try this launch again. And this time we'll be a little more careful. Alright, we're gonna do it at nighttime. It looks like one of the lights is on. Lights? No, now the lights are on. Let's do it with the lights on. We'll turn on our SAS, which will do absolutely nothing. Oh, you have a black screen? Did I stop? Should I refresh the stream? Oh, it fixed? Okay. Well, that was a little awkward. But we will pick up where we left off. Barcel, once again, our pilot. Already we are dramatically turning. Like, I'm not sure what the cause is. Maybe my landing gear are crooked. But this works as a run, right, guys? I think we're gonna hit a little ramp and maybe gain some lift off of this. And there goes the observation module, not very structurally safe. So Barcel presumably dead at this moment, and there is no control. Oh, it was really laggy? I'm sorry. Okay, well, we're going to try this one more time, and then we'll look at other designs. Okay. Little throttle, full throttle. We'll go full throttle. No, we'll go a little bit below full throttle. We will not use SAS, but we will have the lights on again. And Barcel. Yeah, the tail fins aren't working at all. Okay, a little too fast. We might have no. Oh no. No. We lost an engine. Engine 1 is out. Engine 1 is out, I repeat. Engine 2 is out. And we have plane down. Plane down. We are not going to try another launch. Plane down, Barcel went down, but we, once again, are rewinding time to a place where Barcel Kerman is still alive, my friends, so no worries there. So we can try another one. We can try the Aero Derp. Now here is a very small plane that is very simple and, well, actually no, I lied. This is a derpy big plane. We'll see how it flies though. I haven't tried this in a long time. It's driven by a liquid rocket fuel and oxidizer, so we don't have much fuel for a full flight. It's kind of a medium-sized, a small to medium-sized plane. Barcel this time in an actual cockpit. You can see the runway. So hopefully he'll be more aware of his impending doom. Okay, we got 2 engines, a separator. I don't know why there's an RCS tank on there, but I think there is. Maybe it does go into space. But let's do this. Full throttle. Rockets. We're not getting very much lift yet, or at all. Here we go. Here we go. It works. The middle engine is overheating due to the fact it's kind of in between the flames from the other two. We probably will not be able to land it. That is my guess. But we can punch it full throttle and let the engines overheat, and then see where we end up after that. It also tilts its nose down a lot. Let's see, our surface speed is only 190 meters per second and gaining. It's because I'm gaining altitude too. We're flooring it. We're flooring it, SpongeBob. This is boating school all over again. Now these 2 engines have run out of fuel and we are just in the main fuselage. I don't know what I was thinking when I designed this, quite honestly. So, let's just separate and hit the chutes and let the body go somewhere, because it was getting boring. Barcel, you will be safe and splash down as long as that does not come careening back this way, which I doubt it will. Yeah. Okay, we've seen enough. Well, let's get the chutes to deploy and see what happens. Nice and safe, nice and safe. Let's put the landing gear down here. Just in case we need it. No, we won't need it. Okay, so let's revert flight to spaceplane. So that was the Aero Derp 1. I did not remember making that. Oh, I will show you guys the Big Mama bird. It actually flies, and it flies decently. But let me fix this really quick. Okay, there we go. Save and launch. So you can see we have 1 massive fuel tank, a sizable wingspan, and quite a big misleading, like, it doesn't really look like it's going to be flying. But Barcel this time, he's facing the right direction in a very got a lot of good view. And so he should be able to fly it just fine. Let's see. Ignite the engines. Turn on our SAS. Hopefully we'll get a straight line going here. It pretty much takes the whole runway for this guy, this ship, to take off. There's some texture problems with these delta wings for some reason. I don't know why. We should increase the speed because we have not really gained enough. But here we go, we're in the air. We can raise our landing gear and we can fly comfortably for a while. Pull it up. You can't see the there we go. You can see the delta wings now. Alright. Plenty of lift, plenty of fuel. They're all attached to the main fuel tank there. And where you can fly quite a long ways. Your complimentary peanuts will be served when we reach a cruising altitude of... we don't actually have peanuts, guys, I'm sorry. And I can't land these planes for the life of me. I've tried, I've almost landed them on the secondary runway, but then there was so much clutter of previously crashed stuff on there that I accidentally aimed too low and then just plowed into the side of the building. So we're gonna glide for a while and do a splashdown. Once our speed gets nice and slow, we'll deploy the chutes. Then we'll deploy the engines again. We'll go straight down with chutes and engines and see what happens. Barcel, it's in the name of science we do this. Does not have a very high impact tolerance. But we have now learned what would happen. What is that? Just pieces of the ship. Okay. Revert to the hangar. So that's the Big Mama Bird. We have Spiker, Splody, Spruce McShoot. It's the Spruce McShoot series. The Eye, the What's It. It doesn't look like I have the Spruce McDuck. Do I have the Spruce McDuck? No, I don't have the Spruce McDuck. That was one of my favorites. I guess it's on another save file. We will fly the Eye. This plane actually flies pretty well. But I hate it being nighttime all the time. Let's put on our brakes and fast forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we get a nice shadow. And see what happens. Okay. So we'll take these brakes off. Increase thrust, Barcel. He's no Jebediah, but he gets the job done. Are the brakes still on? No. Here we go. Got enough thrust finally. It should not take up much of the runway to actually lift off with this guy. Yep. Oop, there we go. I was holding up a little too hard. We have really good maneuverability. At least pretty good. It's slow speed, good maneuverability, lots of lift, and when you're over land, it makes a shadow on the ground that looks like the eye of Sauron or some shit like that. Let's get it under control, Barcel. Come on. We didn't train you so you could slack off like this. I'm not sure where a shadow would come here, though. It's probably way too far away to actually... Oh! Structural failure. We had a structural failure, but luckily for Barcel, these are... this is one of the few models with parachutes on it. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Yeah, I couldn't take the stress. Too much aero stress. Okay, so I think that's it for my interesting planes. I have some boring traditional aircraft, high speed, high atmosphere kind of guy, like this one. So let's go to the rocket building place, the vehicle assembly hangar, and see what kind of vertical takeoff stuff we have. So let's see. We have this Derpcraft, one of my original rockets. I wanted to make a little ion pod that could fly around in space forever. It kind of has a really terrible delivery system. I'm still bad at making rockets, and it's too much fun to strap as many as you can on there. But it also has only one ion engine and a crew pod that is size 3, and it does not move very far. It's pretty much a worthless engine. I have one in orbit right now that I'm still trying to deorbit, but it takes forever. Let's see, let's load another one. This is the I Don't Even. I think it was part of my Oh Lordy series of yeah, it was part of my Oh Lordy series. I was trying to get 2 habitation modules, a large RCS tank, a lander can, and an observation command pit with 4 nuclear powered engines into space. It was pretty stupid. Let's see, but the original ones of those were the Kerbal Deep Space Ship Oh Lordy and the Kerbal Deep Space Ship Oh Lordy 2. This is, I don't think this actually works. Let's go try it out then. But this was one of my original angry attempts to get this thing into space and then have some fuel once I was there. So here is the problem is these connectors. Look at this. It's supposed to be connected to this, but they're not. They just don't stay together, and it's really stupid. Hopefully they fix that eventually. But Apparently the main engine is just not working. Okay, apparently it's just broken. These never released. And so Barcel's just gonna stay down there. So let's try this one more time and see what happens here. Alright. Let's waste no time igniting. Yeah. So that we could scrap this design. I think it would be a safe bet. So I'll show you what the Olori Mark II looked like. And I think this actually made it into space. I actually do have one of these flying around. Well, it's not flying around, it's just in orbit, and it's out of fuel. But it did get into space, and into the orbit of the sun, and that's about as far as it got. Okay, so we will... It's got a very slow acceleration. A little bit of fuel for these big ass engines to get us off the ground. Then our second stage would be these 4 tanks. And the last stage is an asparagus stage, which a very simple one. I wasn't paying attention and my engine's overheated. But it's really boring to watch a whole launch sequence just to get into space. So I'm going to go ahead and launch those tanks off. And then slowly make my way back down. There we go. He should be safe. We're not gonna waste time. And go back to the future. Asparagus staging is something I think that only works in Kerbal Space Program because of how the physics are written. There weren't some parts that were written really correctly, so you can do it and it's practical for Kerbal. Let's see. There is another thing I made called space tanks with a delivery system to get these tanks full of fuel into space, but I have 2 of them in orbit that are completely empty right now because they took all the fuel that they had to get into orbit. So not very efficient on my end because I am really bad at making rockets. Let's see. This has no Kerbal in it. I am going to fast forward till it's daytime. There we go. Make the launch. It's pretty simple. These aren't even no, I think, oh, these all drain into the main tank. Yeah. I forgot to put SAS on, so we are going to have a heck of a time trying to correct ourselves. Oh no. I fear this isn't the best. So we're just gonna launch all of those. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a air show. So precious. And well, we don't really need to get all this fuel into space right now. So I am just going to fast forward its demise, its descent. It fared greatly. Look, they're still dancing around. Woo, 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 woo. Look at that. Look at that. Look at them go. Look at them go. My children. My rocket children. My beautiful little rocket children. In the meantime, this guy, I'm gonna try to crash it now just so that my future I can revert. Oh, there goes the engine. Just so I'm in daytime for my future launches and I don't have to keep fast forwarding. There we go. Okay. So let's go back to the space assembly. Thanks, they're really bad rockets. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we're going back here. That was space tanked, and we'll show you the other thing that was actually pretty fun to do, but only kind of worked. So my first attempts were to make a rocket pack, and I have several series of these, and it was just trial and error, and eventually rockets, they're just way too unstable, so I went on to jetpacks. But I'll do launches for each version of these. Let's see. Okay, so I used one of those external seats, and I don't think you can actually start that way, so I had to put a command module out, and then walk this guy up there. I had it originally tried a complicated ladder system, and then I found out these extendable ladders are pretty great. And you don't even have to get to like the very top. You can just board from there. But my first problem was I didn't know how the seats work, so the first rocket pack ended up to be like a sled of sorts, which was really amusing when I first found out. Anyways, these are very unstable and are going to provide a very short flight, but here we go. Oh. Now let's see. Now it's amazing that Bill lived. I think it is very impressive, and very telling of how sturdy a Kerbal can be. Yes, okay. So let's try the Mark II and see how that one differed. Now see, I only have 2 rocket belts because I quickly determined that they are not very functional. I think I put this tail fin on here to attempt to stabilize it, but it didn't really work at all. Okay. Here he goes. Now this one I got the seat right, so it actually looks more or less like a rocket pack, but there is no way you get the directional stability, like focus enough thrust specifically like they would in a real one to actually work. So they just kind of go haywire for a second, and then you get a little brief amount of fun in there. Woo! So after determining that I cannot control rocket packs very well, but they were a lot smaller than my next step, which were jetpacks. So, as you can see, I have a ton of jetpack renditions, and some joke naming that yeah, anyway, so here's the first one. It was an attempt to kind of have an air intake at top, and then, but it has no stability or torque module to it because there wasn't really anywhere to put one that wasn't in between the fuel tank and the fuselage and the intake of the fuselage. So I tried to balance it with canards. It didn't work. Here is the Mark II. Again, I kept trying to use like canards and tail fins to balance it out. Here I put on an SAS and then put the air intake on the side and whatnot. And the thing is, with these fins, they did absolutely nothing for stabilization. So this design I also simplified was able to simplify the launch platform for them. Let's see. I think we're on okay, so the 2.5, I don't even remember all the renditions I've done. Even more attempts with canards. The 2.55. This was the 4-way tail fin attempt with 2 tail fins as wings. It also did not work. Each of these were just as unstable as the last one. Till I tried this model and it actually worked. These tail fins I can remove and it wouldn't even matter. The thing that makes the difference is this torque module right here that helps stabilize it. So basically it's all controlled by the torque module, which I think for the final one it should look, yeah, okay. So we could actually take these off and it should fly just fine. So we'll try this jetpack here. Alright. So we have a very here. I'll extend the ladder. Well, that's happening. Get our Kerbal ready. This is the biggest step for him. Yeah. Just walks it off, no problem. Look at that. Look at that. He's in it for the science. Okay, so we'll turn SAS on. We'll pack away this ladder. Now, the smallest fuselage for jet fuel is this. So it has to be like significantly larger than the rocket packs could be. But it also works so much better. Okay, so we'll increase the throttle, launch the engine, let it warm up, and then we'll disengage. Look at that, it's just straight up. It gets kind of confusing which way is what, but it's just funny that it flies. Now, I think the torque module takes up, yeah, electrical charge, it takes up quite a bit. And I forgot to put a solar panel on this, I think, or a battery, so I don't know how well it works. But he looks pretty, oh god, oh. Camera. So let's get it. There we go. Look at that. Just fine. He's partly embedded into the fuselage itself, so he's nice and snug. Now basically all you have to do for it doesn't really work as well as a real jetpack, yeah, but you're basically strapping him to the outside of a jet engine and flying him like a plane in this design. But you can gauge how much you're decelerating or whatnot, what your speed is, and then apply force and slow down and slowly lower yourself. Oh yeah, one of those generators, that might work a lot better. Maybe stick them out the side by these parachutes. It doesn't take much thrust to get him up once he's in the air. But I do have a couple parachutes on here to save. Oh, he's enjoying it. Look at that. You can see he's quite happy. Quite happy where he's at right now. And I think I see the fuselage through his mouth. He is now one with the jetpack. There was a problem in my initial flights. I found out I deployed the chutes, but once the chutes actually opened around 500 meters, the Kerbal just couldn't take it and they would poof and disappear. Oh, he's super stoked. Bill's doing a pretty good job, I would say. So I figured how to balance that out with the current design is just deploy your chutes and rev up the engine just to slow your descent, and then once they open you should be okay. He is loving it. Look at him. Not a care in the world. He was born for this.
Mẹ con mình yêu rồi. Mà what are not out, but I do this big on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he would just get jerked off in the seat and disappeared by some invisible force known as physics or something. There we go. Nice and slow. Chutes open. No problem. He is pretty content. Or he could decide he wants more and then fly straight up. But with the parachutes, he's not going very fast. We're testing, for science, the structural ramifications of having your chutes open. He could be a skywriter, you know, write messages in the sky. Bill does not want to land. He is fighting it. Okay. He's good. He's good. We'll extend the ladder so he'll be able to walk off into the ocean, which will do absolutely nothing. You can see he's a little somber that he has to land. At the same time, he is contented. Contented that he was able to fly in a jetpack and making it back alive. And you can see it's so light that it barely uses any fuel. So you could be in the air for a while. There you go. Nice splashdown. Bill, you might want to leave the seat so you don't drown. Okay, that works, I guess. He is just now T-posed on the air intake. Let's see if he rolls off here. Here we go. Here we go. Nice and safe. He's back with us. Awesome. So those were my jetpacks and my rocket packs. Pretty much the most interesting stuff I've done besides the very terrible aircraft that I made. Which I really want to get the what the heck in the air, just because it is such a monstrosity of terrible design that if it flies I will be happy. I don't know why the tail fins do not respond, so we'll just take them off and see. Try another. Okay, let's see. Okay, what are we doing? Maybe if I put a delta wing vertically and then put flaps on that. There we go. It'll behave like a tail fin should. I still don't think we have enough. I'm going to take these canards off. They're disgusting. And I will put different canards on. Ooh, let's put these. Yeah, like little wings. Little wings for the fuel tanks. We'll do that too. Because this is sandbox mode, and it does not matter at all what you do. I wonder if I put swept wings in the middle. I could put swept wings on these here. There we go, a little extra lift at the front. I'm going to put turbojets on here. Hopefully that'll work. I think they're actually too big if I remember correctly. Oop, what did I do? I accidentally deleted something and I don't know what. Oh well. Turbojets. Maybe if I get an extension girder. Yeah. There we go, and then put the engines on that. Hey, hey, looking good. Looking good. Well, once we get this fuel to attach, otherwise we're not going anywhere. Come on. No. No, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's all falling apart. We don't need nose cones on this side. Here. No, we don't. Here we go. That'll work. That'll teach them. I wonder if the intakes will work. No, we need to put the stupid intakes on. Just because of how really bad this design is. I think I need intakes here. I don't even know. But I want to see it fly. So we're gonna try it. Okay. So let's go ahead. See, we have like no horizontal control. A wing. Whoa! Oh no! Oh no! Okay. This is probably the best launch I've had with something like this. I just jinxed. Oh my goodness. Are we actually going to make it up? No, we're not. No, not at all. But thankfully, Barcel Kerman. Well, I spoke too soon, and he didn't make it. He did not make that. Okay. So let's revert to the space plane hangar, and it sounds like we need more forward lift. Let's check our center of mass. So here's our center of mass, Here's our center of lift, and here's our center of thrust. It looks about just about right. Maybe I can make this into a biplane. Let's take off these canards. I think canards screw you up. Canards are terrible. But if I put some more flaps on these wings, where did that even attach to? Oh my god, it attached to the bottom of the wing. No, that's not gonna work. Get some more lift. Put a little guy, small control surface on the ends here. Maybe that'll help. I still don't know why we're not getting any of the horizontal control. Okay, well, let's try this then. Alright, so what the heck, another test flight. Barcel back in the pilot seat. Another glorious view of the sun in the sky, because it looks straight up, and that's how you should fly this plane, because nothing about it makes any sense. Oh, nope. There we go. Here we go. Looking good. Let's see if it goes straight down after this. Yeah, it's too front heavy, I guess. We lost the wing side. Straight in, yeah. It's not gonna work. Okay. I got this. I can do this. So if these aren't doing much in terms of lift, I'll take them off. I wonder if I could add more engines, because more engines always helps. Yeah, let's do more engines. This is gonna work, guys. I'm so confident right now. However, it negates these flaps, but who cares? Who cares about these flaps? We need more engines. Yeah. Here, let's put these right. Oh. There. Looking good. structural wings. Just to look interesting. It's got 2 arrows, yeah. Looking good, yeah. This will probably not fare any better than the other ones. You know, in fact, why do we even have these up front? I don't know. Let's take them off. Put wings there and see what happens. I mean, I think we had it there because it looked cool. And that's the most important part when you're making a monstrosity, is to put things on it that looks cool. We should probably structurally reinforce it. But we're on the launch pad now, and Barcel wants to go, so we will go. Because we are just going for it. Oh no. No. Oh, one engine's down. We made a hop. Oh. No. That did not work. I think I broke the game, guys. It was just too much. Just look at this carnage. Barcel had died too hard. The ship was definitely pretty heavy. I might have to restart. Windows, are you still here? Okay, Windows is still here. I'm gonna stop my stream and come up in 1 second.